Hey, how's everybody doing this evening? My name is Corey Moore, aka Corey Stones, and it's been a while since I've made a cryptocurrency market update or any kind of video about cryptocurrency at all. The market's been very bearish, as you probably have known. If you're watching this video, you're probably keeping up with the market, and you've seen that the market, in a general term, has been very, very bearish. All the coins, including Bitcoin, everything is just really down. Total market cap sitting around $250 billion right now. It's kind of been bouncing back and forth between 230 billion and 250, 260 billion, somewhere right in that range. So today is June the 25th, 2018, and I wanted to make a quick market update video, just talk about some of the highlights, some of the catalysts, some of the things that are happening in the news right now. Currently, Bitcoin price is sitting around 6230, so 6,231, or right around that range. So if you've been keeping up with the space, if you've been keeping up with the market, you know that there's a lot going on, right? 2018 so far has kind of been the year of regulation. There's been a whole lot of regulations that are starting to come up with regards to Bitcoin, with regards to cryptocurrency, and that's a good thing. That's definitely attractive to institutional money. And that's one of the reasons, in my opinion, that they have stayed away from the market. So last year, we were sitting around $5,000, and then we had the release of the Bitcoin futures on the CBOE and the CME. And that really propelled Bitcoin to around the $5,000 mark to up to close to 20,000, 19,600-ish in that range. So really, there's been a huge correction, not only with the price of Bitcoin, but with the total market cap losing about $500 billion. So that's an enormous amount of money. Everybody probably who bought in, of course, at that high has lost a tremendous amount of money. There's been a lot of people run away from the space, and those people are really obviously scared because they've seen what they consider to be a bubble. Really, in my opinion, it's kind of just the market cycles. There was a lot of people who were calling for the fifth wave of Bitcoin to be confirmed. That fifth wave really happened over the weekend. Yesterday, on Sunday, we had Bitcoin dumping down all the way down to like 5,750, which is a huge price correction from the almost $20,000 high that it was at. So of course, guys, everything in this video is my opinion and not financial advice. But I've been keeping up with the market very closely every day. I'm watching videos. Every day I'm looking at graphs. Every day I'm trying to keep up with headlines and news, not only with just the price of Bitcoin and the price of cryptocurrencies as a whole, but trying to keep up with the market cycles. What's going on with the fundamentals of blockchain technology? What's happening in the market? Who's adopting these technologies? Who's advancing on them? Trying to keep up with a lot of what's going on in the industry as a whole and not necessarily focusing so much on the price. And I know that that's hard to kind of digest, especially if you bought at the high. You're like, man, I got to focus on the price, right? I lost a lot of money. First of all, if you bought at the highs, that's probably, first problem number one. Should never buy on a parabolic bull run up. It's not a good idea, right? If you are going to buy at that point, then of course you shouldn't be putting a lot of money into it or any amount of money that you can't afford to lose. But with that being said, it's generally never a good idea to be buying at those highs. So, looking at where's the market going now and what's going to happen and where are things headed in the direction, really, I think that we've got two potential scenarios right now. A lot of people are calling for Bitcoin price to continue to drive further down. Some people are even thinking that it's going to go down to the $3,000 to $4,000 range. I personally don't believe that. That's my personal opinion. Again, it's not financial advice, but I don't personally believe Bitcoin is going down that low. I don't think it works out for the futures contracts. I don't think it works out for the raw cost of mining when you're talking about electrical power and computing power. I just don't think Bitcoin's going down that low. That's what my gut tells me. And then you have the guys who are really graphing this and really looking at the charts. And these are the guys that predicted the fifth wave. And they're the ones that are saying, hey, it's creating some bearish flags and it's going to continue to dive down further into the $3,000 to $4,000 range before it bounces back up to 10,000 and continues higher. The truth of the matter is, people, is I don't know. And nobody knows. And if you're talking with someone or you're watching someone who says they know, then I would be very cautious of their insight and their recommendations, because no one knows, including the whales who dominate a lot of the space right now. They really don't know. They may have influence in the price, but they don't know with 100% certainty. So the other side of this, Bitcoin could go down, right? And it could go down to $3,000 or $4,000. In the long term, I do believe it's going up. How high is it going up? I really don't know. But in the long term, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, and I do believe that it has a relevance in asset classes, and it's going to be something that people are always going to consider as value. The other scenario, the positive side of this is that we need a catalyst. And the catalyst last year was the Bitcoin futures, right? We had the futures listings, and that propelled it from 5,000 to almost 20. Well, the catalyst that I think is really the only catalyst that can propel it up from here right now in the current market conditions is the Bitcoin ETF. So there's been a lot of discussion on that, right? When is that coming? They've been talking about Bitcoin ETF for a long time, and I don't know when it's happening. I do know that the way that I'm hearing it trickle into the market right now is very similar to what happened last year when the market trickled in with the futures. And that was the catalyst that we needed to propel ourselves up to the high. So really, we've got two scenarios right now. Right now, it's really holding support around the $6,200 mark, which is good. But unless we can get a catalyst, unless we can get positive market trends to create a trending movement up, I really believe that it's probably going down. Now, I don't know that for certainty, and I don't know when the Bitcoin ETF release dates or any of that stuff is going to come out, but I do believe it's coming, and when it's coming, I think that we can go much higher than the 20,000. The predictions across the board are really kind of crazy. I mean, you've got people who are saying Bitcoin's going to be at 50,000. Bitcoin's going to be at 100,000 by the end of 2018. Well, we're almost in July and we're sitting at $6,200. So if you compare that year on year to where we were last year, we're still up we're still up like 1,000 something percent from where we were at last year. So the truth of the matter is, guys, is that this is a very volatile market. You need to understand what you are and stay true to your strategy. Are you an investor? Are you a day trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you trying to hedge on Bitcoin? Are you trying to short it, right? What is your strategy? Don't get confused and mix up your strategy. Stay true to your strategy. My personal strategy is to be an investor. I don't have time to day trade. I don't have time to swing trade. I do have time daily to stay up to par, or try to stay up to par with what the market updates are and what's happening. But I don't have time to sit in front of a computer and watch the prices all day long. I've got a family, I've got other businesses, I've got other things that demand my time. So really, my position in the industry has been where it has been from day one. I'm an investor. And if I'm an investor, then I want to buy and I want to hold for a particular period of time, specifically a longer period of time, with the understanding that when it goes up and when I want to exit, I can cash out and I can make a profit. If you're an investor right now, I don't really think you should be worried, because I do believe the long-term benefit or the long-term price action is going to be strong. If you're a day trader or a swing trader, then I think that you want volatility in the market, because volatility presents opportunity. So this is just a quick video, quick market update. As I said, I haven't done a lot of cryptocurrency videos in the future, simply for the fact that the the market has been bearish. But that doesn't mean that I'm not involved in the space, and that doesn't mean that I'm not keeping up with the space. My goal is to stay educated and try to understand this market so that I can continue to apply that knowledge in future trends in future time as things go on. I don't believe this market is going anywhere. And I do believe that the more that you can kind of learn the fundamentals as things are happening, then you have the knowledge to make an educated decision moving forward. So again, guys, that's just my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. Quick market update on the crypto markets for June 25th, 2018. Again, my name is Corey Moore, aka Corey Stones. I'm gonna be making a lot of new videos. My channel consists of a lot of things, cryptocurrencies, craft brewery reviews, mountain biking. Look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you.